On TV, Brian Armstrong Sports. I made a video that I believe I took off my channel a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a while ago, called Floyd Mayweather is an American Hero. And I think I'm going to redo that video because this video kind of hits on the same kind of point. Terrance Crawford and why he is not the face of boxing. And it's a few reasons. It's not, you don't even, I mean, I think it's a lot of reasons, but I'll give you maybe like three or four. Probably end up being three. Number one, he too black. That's just, and I'm being honest. He's just too black. They most of the time a super black dude, you ain't gonna be the face of nothing unless you just extremely handsome. With that dark skin, then maybe. And people will say what they want, and that's not even just about racism. It's just everybody hate dark skinned people. You've seen it all the way up in school and everything. It's just the way people are, and it's mostly black people. Most other people love people with that skin tone. But number two, he's a former guy that was doing things in the street as a young man, got shot in the head, changed his life, and is now whooping on people on national television. Number three, he could relate to the youth. He could talk to the youth and they would hear him because he have had certain experiences. And he can say, hey, this is not the way to go. Go this way because I've been down that road. Now I could talk to somebody. I'll tell these young dudes that don't do something, or somebody else could tell them. But it always is different when you hear it from somebody that's been through certain experiences. And believe it or not, and I'm not the dude that's always hollering racism about everything, but there is effort to present a certain image of black people. Now that's true. I don't believe every time somebody don't want me to walk into their rest, or because we do things to create certain images about narratives about ourselves in society too. So I don't think every time a person says something I don't like, it's racism. I'm not one of them people. But do I believe in certain images of us that they want to keep pushing? Yeah. And a guy like that being the face of boxing, and don't tell me he's not marketable. Anybody that want to say he's not marketable, hey, half the music you listen to on the radio or even your, podcast, not podcast, your whatever y'all, you do it, you probably heard that song over and over and over and over and over before you liked it. I know I've had plenty of songs like that. I got songs that play in my head that I don't even like, but just because I heard them so many times, they're there. So you telling me if they promoted Terrance Crawford, he wouldn't be the face. He wouldn't be marketable if they put him out there the way they put everything else out there over and over and over. They didn't. So yeah, you can't tell me this guy's not marketable. I don't believe that at all. But yeah, and that can affect the youth, and they want more youth to go to jail. That's just the truth. Now, okay, and it would also do the reason why he's not the face of boxing because he could change the shoot 'em up, bang bang thug street culture that we keep promoting to our kids over and over. A guy like that could change it because once again, he's been through those types of things, and he can say that don't make you a man, that don't make you hard. He said, okay, you think you tough? Let's get in the ring. He could change the whole thing. Now I'm sure he's doing that in his local area. I know he opened up a gym, but if he was a mega star, he could, But that's why the Canelo fight is so big too, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, that's the reason why he's not the face of boxing. He's too black, and you can lie all day and act like that's not the truth. you know, and yeah, he's too black. He could affect the youth. It's too much of a manly image because there's nothing more manly than what he's doing. Just I guess if you want to say combat sports, MMA, whatever, but boxing is a very manly thing to do. To to beat up a person and take them down, take them apart systematically like that. That's too manly. And there's not just a concerted effort to make black men look crazy. It's a concerted effort to make men look, just to take away manhood in general. So yeah, so a guy like that, him being the face of boxing, they don't want that. Why you think? Who's the face? They would say right now. They were saying Tank, but what is Tank? He's tatted up. He kind of more represents a different, probably the streets more. I won't say so because the man is, but he is from a rough area, from what I understand and what I've studied on him. He's from a pretty rough area, but he's got the tattoos and all that. But Bud don't got all that. Terrance Crawford don't got all that. He ain't got no tattoos. He got a beard. He look like a mechanic. He's too everyday manish looking, and they're trying to completely eliminate that. So, you don't want that to be the face of boxing. I can't keep tearing things down if it's okay to be a regular guy. You don't have to be, you don't have to have 55 tattoos. You don't have to, all that crap. But yeah, so that's why I think. Now, this is just an opinion. I'm not sitting here saying I'm right. This is just why I think he's not the face of boxing. Why he's not so promoted like that. He does not promote materialism. They hated Floyd, but they gave him some kind of shine because he did promote materialism. They hated Floyd. They didn't want Floyd to be, but he was too good, and he kept himself in. He made so many people. He made people so much money. It's hard to keep him out, but it also helped that he promoted materialism. But Terrance Crawford, trying to call him Bud like I know him. Terrance Crawford don't do that. He don't promote. I never see this dude do some of my cars and look at my cars and look at my. He's fishing and stuff like that. He's not promoting materialism. That's another reason why he's not the face of boxing. Brian Armstrong TV, Brian Armstrong Sports. Understand, this is one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen. I've been watching a lot of his fights, going back over them to see, because he's fighting Canelo in September, as I talked about on a previous video. I'm super excited for that fight, and I just found myself thinking, man, this dude is one of the most talented, skillful fighters I've ever seen. Why is this dude not plastered everywhere as far as boxing goes? Why is this dude not on a cereal box? And I just started thinking of reasons why I think he's not. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Brian Armstrong TV. I say Brian Armstrong Sports when I'm talking about sports. It's not a separate channel. Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Leave a comment if you disagree. Let me know why you disagree. If you agree, let me know why you agree.